Hey everyone, so this is the week 4 physiology test. Don't worry, you don't actually have to take a test, you're going to be writing it, which I actually really kind of dig. I think this is a cool assignment. So it's going to be, imagine that you have to teach a couple people about animal organs, and you're going to have to create 10 multiple choice questions to test your knowledge in your structure and function of animal organs. Okay? They give you a template to use, which is sweet, and then I have my rubric, right? So I guess we'll go through the rubric first and then the template. The template's not too much to go through because it gives you an example and then just kind of sets it up for you. And then we will have to address the following things. Let's do that in the rubric. So you're going to use the template. Don't make your own. You actually have to use the template. We're forcing you to fall in line and be part of this repressive UOP government that says you have to do things a certain way. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Actually makes it easier. And then remember, we do need to cite things. You're going to need to have citations for anything that's a point and a half, because that is an example, and I expect a citation. And the format is going to be more like just, to have decent grammar, spelling, all that stuff. Okay, let's go look at that rubric and then go through the lovely questions. Oh, I kept it small. Let me make this. There you go. Now we can see everything. So this is the same thing, a quick question. So you're going to have a question that somehow talks about the difference between asymmetrical, radial, and bilateral symmetry. Oh, there is 10, and let's see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 of these, or 6, there's 6. So you're going to have, 6, 7, 8. You're going to have 4 of them have extra questions, right? Because you'll need 4 additional questions on this, whatever. But you need at least 1 question on all of these. You know the differences between endotherms and exotherms, the definition and examples of epithelial tissue, definition and examples of connective tissue, definition and examples of muscle tissue, and definition and examples of nervous tissue. So that, I would probably say those are the ones I would do 2 questions on, because if we did 2, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I would probably do 2 questions on the ones that are 1.5, just because it's an and. It's the easiest way of doing it, right? Do 1 question on definition, 1 question on example. 1 question on definition, 1 question on example. That would be me. You can do it however you want to. You can merge the 2. I'm not particularly particular. Just some way to do it. And then we says use a template. We talked about all that stuff. So in here, up here too, blah, blah, blah. If it says you have to give examples and provide an example, that means you have half a point for providing said example, and then the other point will be for the definition. So you'll have half a point. So you have to have that example, right? And then this just tells you how it all broke down. So 8 points. And then it will be a point for references. You're going to need an in-text citation anywhere you have that example, and then a full reference anywhere else. Well, at the bottom of the paper. I think it does it annoyingly not in a different page. We'll check in a second. And that's why I said I reminded you of that. And then APA is another half. That's for grammar, font, style, that kind of stuff. Okay, it's at 9 points. So let's go look at the template that they gave. As always, the template is not in APA formatting because the header is not what it should look like or anything else. But, why should we follow the standards that we expect the students to follow? Sorry, it just bugs me. Okay, so it gives you an example here. So an example would be, which animal is the biggest species in the cat family? And you see where they put their in-text citation up in the question. Do something like that. You could also put it at the end. I would just follow their example because it's easy. And then they give you questions, and then you bold the correct answer. Your correct answer is always going to be letter D, because this is not a real test, so you do not need to randomize it. When I say try, make all of your answers actually reasonable. So don't say what's the biggest species of the cat family? Elephant, mouse, rat, tiger, right? You want to have everything actually be plausible. I will probably take off points if it's not plausible for more than one of them. We'll see. And then you see it just has question text. So it'll be really easy. You just highlight it, type your own stuff in. When you highlight it, I would just highlight like this. Don't get that paragraph symbol in there because that might mess stuff up. Or just, click your backspace and delete stuff. Nice and easy. 2 questions, and then, like I said, references they did not put on a separate page because they hate me. So that's where your references will go down here, hanging indents, ABC order, just like normal. Read your feedback from the previous weeks to make sure you get those references correctly. You can also look at the APA template or watch a video or an example page. My lizard just started acting weird. I think he's actually hungry. Hasn't eaten for the last couple of days. Well, he's eating blackberries, but nothing else. I'm trying to get him to eat some crickets, and he doesn't want to because he's piggy. Anyways, on point. So hopefully this helped. Just like I said, make those answers all actually possible. Make sure your last answer is the correct answer. In-text citations will go in the question because that's just easy. Just do what they say. And I think it should be a fun thing. You'll find it actually a little harder to write tests than you would think it is, but it's a fun adventure and you learn a lot. So have fun, and as always, drafts due Monday unless stated otherwise in the class messages. If I change it, I usually post it everywhere because I'm paranoid. I want to make sure you guys get the information.